And welcome back to USA Lacrosse headquarters. We're at William G. Tierney Field for the most exciting of the matchup, in my opinion. Team USA versus Team Canada, women's sixes. Jordan, it's about to go down.
Oh, yeah, we're in for an exciting matchup here, Tari. We've got both of these teams who have looked great in sixes so far. If there was an adjustment period, it didn't take long for both of these teams, Tari.
Yeah, both teams really, really fast, super talented all across the field, lots of firepower. Let's check out the rules real quick to make sure we stay up to touch. This is sixes. There are 6 players on the field per team, 5 field players, 1 goalie. There's a 30-second shot clock. Teams have 30 seconds to get a goal, get an action going, a play on the goal for action. There are 8 minutes in each quarter with a 10-minute halftime. And yeah, everyone's just going to have tons of fun. The goalies are ready, are fired up. These goalies are phenomenal for both teams, and I'm just really, really excited to catch this.
And you talk about that. Both teams have really done a great job of forcing transition. Both we saw it for Team Canada against the Haudenosaunee.
Yep.
We saw it in Team USA yesterday. Really quick transition, getting those one-on-one opportunities with the goalie.
Yeah.
We're going to see Madison Duchette in goal today. She had 9 saves yesterday. Looking for a really consistent performance out of her today.
Yep, going to be phenomenal. Lauren Spence in goal, 11 saves yesterday for Canada. She's actually coached by Dana Doby, who's number 27 for Canada as well. Dana Doby, over 10 years of international lacrosse experience, and she's here crushing it.
Again, the teacher and the student, right? And they're both just great communicators directing their defense, that really forcing the issue on turnovers. You saw Team USA come out and struggle really in that first quarter against Canada, but then after that, they really picked up the gas. And really got used to sixes.
That they have. And players that I'm excited to watch include Nicole Peroni, number 88. Listen, she's kind of a menace on the midfield for the other team and also quick to get to that goal.
And then you talk about her teammate on Team Canada, Eve Hritzik. How about her creativity in that last game, Tari?
Listen, the number of times my jaw dropped each time she had the ball. If it wasn't behind the back, if it wasn't something crazy, if it wasn't one-handed, she was on the money.
And I think we have 2 of the best here at the draw circle, Tari, with Belle Smith and Dana Doby here.
We do. Belle Smith, freshman sensation for BC heading into her sophomore year. She's going to blow some minds. And it looks like that there was a infraction by the USA on the draw, so Dana Doby wins it and passes it off to her teammates in Canada.
Very quickly, Baxter got the offense started there. And Team USA again in transition here. Belle Smith right out of the gate, forcing the issue here on defense, right to offenses. Now they're going to slow it down. Is now joined by Amanda Mastera.
I know, it's a quick substitution on the fly. It's sort of like sixes. So Smith has really demonstrated being both an assister, and then she could also seal the deal as a shooter on Team USA. You'll notice how clean those shots are, man.
And Team USA really getting deep into that shot clock early on. That's what we really saw them make that adjustment from their game against Canada yesterday, where in the first quarter they were forcing the issue early on. Now they're getting deep into the shot clock, and you've seen that consistency from them.
Yeah, McCone really being intentional with that shot. We saw a lot of, forced turnovers.
And
but
how
now,
about McCone again with a forced turnover here? And we're in for a really scrappy game. Both of these teams are looking for those transition opportunities. As you see, Erica Evans here going right to the pipe.
I have to say, McCone just continuing to play defense regardless, and it's so hard as a goalie. You had the one-on-one situation, but man, this sixes game, if it's proving to be anything, it can turn at any moment.
And here we go, 2 of the best, Belle Smith and Nicole Peroni right there, scrapping for that ground ball. As now Team Canada's going to get possession here.
Team Canada clearing it
And
out.
then you look at that Erica Evans goal again here, right on guard, forcing that transition and going one-on-one with the goalie.
Eve Hritzik right now looking to get her shot in. She does that jump initially and rips it.
How about that? But what a save by Doucette being right there. She tried to sneak that one in.
We saw a ton of Madison this summer, in the last summer, in the 2019 U19 World Championship. She was part of the all-world team. Most of this Team USA and Canada team has actually been part and named of the all-world team, which, by the way, the best players in the world.
Exactly. A lot of these ladies have experience playing together, and you've seen that throughout the weekend. The quick chemistry, the ability to adjust to one another. As they get used to this sixes format, having prior chemistry has really showed out for both of these teams here, as Madeline Baxter has turned the ball over and Doucette has it.
Madison Duchette, really, really a leader on the field. And now that everyone is playing a midfield, basically position end line to end line, she is really calling them to be great defenders also, to have her back.
She's really doing a great job, as you said, of being that communicator, being that leader, forcing that defense to offense very quickly with that 30-second shot clock. You don't necessarily have a lot of time to get past the midfield. Duchette making sure, hey, as you see right now, hey, go.
Wallace looking for that shot. She's at Oregon for her collegiate career, and now we have an interception really quick from Canada.
And here we
looking
go.
to seal the deal.
Transition again.
And a fantastic save from Madison. And now we have Eve Ritzik, who's also joining the crew.
Got an open goal, Amanda.
You know, that's a toughie. I do believe that is a call. We had Eve Ritzik help out her teammate Nicole Peroni playing a very high-pressure defense on Madison out of goal. Man, this is a very rowdy game. I like it. I like it a lot.
And right away, you're seeing both teams try and take advantage of one another, try and get some quick transition. But both of these teams, as we saw them against the Haudenosaunee, really being uptight defensively, being right in the right spots at the right time, and you're seeing that lead to quick offense.
So back to Peroni. We've said her name so many times throughout this tournament. It's been the Eve Ritzik show, Peroni. We also have Wallace all involved on the attacking end. It looks like we have a call against Canada right now.
You know, we said there wasn't going to be a lot of whistles here in sixes, but early on, it's starting to be a little bit of a chippy game, Amanda.
You know what? I actually misspoke there. The call is against USA. So Canada is going to be up a player. We have Dana up top. Dana, a legend on and off the field. I mean, at 37, she's still rocking it. She is one of the best players in the world. She played last weekend at the Fall Classic. And, well, just to add to her resume, also the coach at Loyola.
And what can't she do on the field, Amanda? Coaching, playing, being just a leader in general for Canada, really guiding them as they transition here into the sixes model.
Dana really working the ball up top. Now we have to Eve Ritzik. Fantastic save from Madison Duchette. Now back to Ritzik, who's got it sort of behind the net.
And if you're Canada here, you cannot take your time.
Back to Dana.
And we
Erica Evans looking for that feed, but just not there. And this is a quick game. We know all the games are very quick, but this one especially, Jordan, I think it's back and forth.
And now Team USA looking like they want to get a quick shot, but great job by Dana Doby intercepting that right there. But
Dana Doby one-handed looking to intercept it, knock it down. And here we are, back to Canada, and we're going to look for that.
Both teams want to go with that quick
fast
Here
break
we
game.
go again with the transition goal.
Unbelievable save.
She knew that one was coming, and she was ready.
Unbelievable save. That is a very difficult save for a goalie to make. And number
here we go
3.
With the goal, Casey Choma right there.
This is the first goal we've seen in a bit. Casey Choma sealing the deal on that one, committing to it. You know, Madison between those pipes making some saves.
And if you're at home, buckle up, because we're in for a ride, Amanda.
Oh, Lord. I had way too many Red Bulls for this game. I don't need one. And we have Eva Ritzik ripping it. That is one of her signature shots. She has 2. The other is that beautiful behind the back. And now we have the ball back to Team USA.
And we're really seeing Smith and McCone as initiators for Team USA's offense here.
Now Wurzberger back in, looking to make something happen. We saw her in one of the first games.
And here we go with the veteran of this group, Kelsey Huff, with the finish.
Nice corner shot there. Ball back out. Kind of messy clear. It looks like that stick might have been a little stretched. Dana here to help.
My apologies. That was Megan Tyrell with the goal.
Back out to number 26, Annabelle Child. We saw a lot of her in the last game. And the forced shot right there is just not going to happen. Aurora, who's just been from end line to end line, a great redefend. Also, you'll notice Canada subbing a lot of subbing on the fly.
And listen, you're seeing that here in sixes. Players that can go end line to end line, you know, it's hard to do that without really getting gassed. As you see the goal there by Emma Tyrell.
So Ellie Massera with a fantastic feed there, really reading it, pumping that fake like she's going to shoot, waiting for her teammate to roll on the inside of that crease, popping her a quick feed, and then she really seals the deal there with the goal. So we have a 4-1 game, USA up, but really it's been a back and forth game. We have 58 seconds left.
As here, Erica
and now it's a
Evans,
4-2 game. A 4-2 game. 52 seconds left in this first quarter. And the ball's back out to Team USA.
And I love the way Team USA has really been playing team offense, as we see right there.
Petty to Donovan, Donovan to Petty, Petty back to Donovan, Donovan seals it.
How about these feeds from Team USA? Making that extra pass, finding the right shot. Not necessarily the first shot, but the best one.
Which is a different strategy than when we saw them in their first game. It was a very messy game. They're getting used to it.
And
it looked
what
a
shot
lot
there by Dobie. If that would have went in, that would have been
a
epic.
lot. Look at this passing, these feeds, committing to that shot, never once stopping the momentum, using that sprint.
And as we see another goal by Team USA with Sam Swart finishing that one.
We saw a lot of her in her spring season. We're going to see a lot of her going into this next season too. So here we are. We're at the USA Lacrosse headquarters for Super Sixes, the first ever Super Sixes. We've just finished up our first quarter of the Team USA, Team Canada women matchup. It's a tight one. We'll see you in a few. How's that for timing? Welcome back to the 2021 first ever Super Sixes from Sparks, Maryland. We're here on Sunday Funday, and here's the first draw of this second quarter.
Two of the best here in Dana Dobie and Belle Smith, as we are going to see Team USA get possession here. And right away, they're trying to initiate offense here.
And back up top to USA, we have Smith. It's been the Smith-Choma show right now. Back and forth, great feeds, bullet feeds, looking for the feed from the inside to Smith.
Dobie again in the right place at the right time, trying to force that turnover there, but great awareness by Team USA to get possession back.
And back out, and a fantastic stop by Canada. A nice little flip pass from Dana. It's worth noting Dana is a legend, Canada Lacrosse, World Lacrosse, you name it. She helped make this rule set for the World Lacrosse Sixes. She was intricately part as a player.
And listen, as we further develop these rules and whatnot, as we see a goal by
Peroni.
By Nicole Peroni.
Peroni. I mean, man, she's stacked up some goals this entire weekend. She has been a force to be reckoned with on the field for Canada.
Both have really adjusted well to this Super Sixes set of rules here, Amanda. We've really seen the crisp
Boom.
pass. And there we go
Petty.
with Paige Petty. Really as a speedster, but now there with the outside
That's
shot.
not a Petty shot right there, but that was a fantastic shot from Paige.
That wasn't a 0%er. That was a very high percentage of shot.
That was
Amanda.
a very convincing shot from Team USA. And Canada back with the ball up top. We have Eve Ritzik. That's her move. That's her move. And what really, really intrigues me about her as a player is that she can switch seamlessly left to right to left, and be strong on both hands.
And then just her speed and ability to really force herself to the right spot where she needs her shot. And she doesn't need a lot of room, but when she does, she knows where to go.
And Canada back with the ball up top now, looking to make something happen. It's a 7-4 game. It's been back and forth, some really fantastic stops from both goalies. Dana looking for that window, looking for, and I knew it. Her little behind the back Twizzler shot. It's her signature. It's her thing.
Nothing usual, just the usual Sunday run for her.
Just the usual Sunday fun day for Dana. And back out Ellie Massera, who answers immediately with that corner shot. And here is a replay of Dana. This is her signature move. As both a box and traditional field player, she loves to do the, behind the back Twizzler kind of shot, the one-handed. A lot of the techniques that you might see in Canada growing up as a box lacrosse player and as a field lacrosse player.
And that's just years and years of practice and playing to get that down, Amanda.
And Eve Ritzik, who also grew up as a box lacrosse player, so they didn't have a women's program in her town. She saw her brother playing a whole bunch of box lacrosse, and she's like, yeah, so what about me? And she played with all the boys.
Exactly. She grew up as a tough lady.
And also a phenomenal snowboarder, just to add it to her resume. So the ball back out with Canada right now. Up top, number 15. Moving the ball.
One interception there by Ellie Massareff. Now forcing the transition here for Team USA, as we almost got a goal there from number 21, Caitlin Werzenberger. She's been one of the best high school prospects ever talked about, and we saw a little glimpse of that in her freshman season at UNC.
Yes. At UNC, Close, though. UNC. She's a Tar Heel. But UNC, USC, you name it. We got a whole bunch of top collegiate players that have now started playing with the sixes rule set. It's a little bit younger. And I say that, of course, we got Dana out there. We have veteran players and we have young players. You know, Caitlin Wurzberger, you were just talking about, such a skilled player, was certainly a skilled player in high school, was already the top recruit in the country. And we didn't really see much of her normal play in the first game on Saturday. And it looks like she's much more comfortable playing in this sixes rule set. You know, initially I thought, man, she is such a fast player. She'll flourish, and she's really found her niche and her groove.
Exactly, and she's really just feeding off of her
Dana
other
ripping
teammates.
that sidearm shot a little too wide, and now we have a turnover. We have USA.
And now we'll have a stoppage in play.
So it's a 8-5 game. We have 3:36 left in the second quarter. Our sixes rule set is 4 quarters. They're 8 minutes long. They seem a little fast until you're in it. So we have a 30-second shot clock too. Timeouts are only 30 seconds. It looks like both teams are down a player. So we're actually playing a 4v4 game as far as field players go. So it's a 5v5 out there. It's not sixes, it's fifths.
And both of these teams really going deep into the shot clock here. As we saw Sears with that shot, and Team Canada will now get possession. For both teams, they figured out either go in transition, run and gun, or go deep into the shot clock, Amanda.
Yeah, and so here we have USA is even, and Canada is going to be a woman down for at least a couple more seconds. We have Dana right there in the box. Notice how Canada is in no rush. Why would you? You do not want USA
And
doubling you, because
right
that
there
is
by
going to
Kyla
happen.
Sears to force the issue there.
And Canada back with the possession, forcing that turnover, and we have Dana back in. Canada is even, USA is even again.
And that was just really timely play by Peroni to get possession there back for Team Canada.
So we have 2:16 left in the second quarter. This is Canada versus Team USA. On the women's side, we saw these two match up yesterday. The USA looking like a different team today. You know, they did have a late practice. A lot of them came in on Friday night. It was super late, but there's no excuses, right? Any coaches say that they have a fantastic coaching staff. Mandy O'Leary is part of their coaching staff. Legend from Florida. I think she is one of the top coaches in the world, and so they have that leadership. And now
their
they've got
assistant, Reggie Thorpe, a legend in the women's game in his own right.
Absolutely. And USA moving the ball from the outside, trying to get it to the inside. We have 2 and 3 from Team USA. Sears and Choma posting up in the middle, cutting back out, posting in the middle, cutting back out. Canada making the clear back out again. Fantastic stop. Looking to make something happen. Dana, 27. And now we have a strategic timeout. Timeout Canada.
Left.
So
Team Canada down 8-5, but still very much in this game, Amanda.
Absolutely. So what I love about this game is I think this is a little bit of a balanced, equal match. We really haven't seen that before. And when USA came out initially in their first game, it was really touch and go. There were tons of turnovers. I was nervous about what this looks like. Let's take a look at some of these shots. So Eve Veritzik, and then we have Peroni doing her thing. That has been her money shot all weekend. USA really finding their niche right now. Paige Petty making a shot that was not so petty. And we have Canada really moving the ball well. They look for that flip pass. They've done flip passes, flip fakes. Dana showing us why she is a legend. Man, I wish her Loyola crowd was here cheering again.
Oh, man, we saw them yesterday.
USA,
very loud.
Massera making it happen. That was right in response to Dana sealing the deal. And what I love is that USA is really connecting now. They weren't connecting yesterday. Messy passes. They're getting used to, the whole gamut of new players. And now they're in a rhythm, and it's fun. It's exciting.
And for Team USA, they really just made that adjustment of allowing their defense to turn into more settled offense, give them more transition opportunities, buy themselves a couple more possessions, and now we're seeing that here today.
So we got Canada with the ball up top and really moving the ball again. And we got Dana, our girl. I mean, such a legend. Dana behind, looking for that crease roll.
And
behind the back, that is her money.
Behind the back feed there.
It's her money pass. It's her money feed. I mean, and she was looking to seal the deal under that 30-second mark, but they couldn't. They ran all the way up to that shot clock. We have number 1, USA, moving that ball to Choma. And
Sam Swart with the finish there in transition. How about that? We just got finished talking about Team USA in transition, and we see it right here.
They're so clean. You know, they weren't yesterday.
Just that defense to offense and doing it quickly.
You know, with intent, the sense of urgency. I mean, man, they look like a different team from yesterday. Canada with the ball, taking their time, looking at that shot clock, 10 seconds left. On the shot clock, 24 seconds left in the second quarter.
Yeah, for Team Canada, they certainly could be getting some better shots here. Team USA really forcing the issue here on defense, but I think Canada's shot selection could get a little bit better as we're going to get a foul there.
We had Eve Ritzik coming in for Canada, looking to double team real quick, but we had a quick whistle. Great save. Scrappy, who's going to get the possession of the ball? And now we ran out of time. So we have a 9-5 game. That's the end of the second quarter here at the 2021 Super Sixes on a Sunday Fun Day. This is the second day. We're going to take a quick break, and then we're going to look at some beautiful highlights from this game and round out the third quarter. Welcome back, fans and friends and soon-to-be fans of the World Lacrosse Super Sixes. We're here on day 2, a Sunday Fun Day here in Sparks, Maryland. So I am joined with Jordan Johnson. Jordan, talk to me about the first 2 quarters. I think this has been an unbelievably balanced game. We have Canada women against USA women. What are your thoughts?
And listen, Amanda, no scaries for both of these teams here. We've got Team USA here with a 4-goal lead, but you can't tell that. Don't let the margin of the score fool you. Both of these teams are very much still in this game. Team Canada just a little bit sloppy there at the end, but if they can clean that up, they can very much make this a better game.
Yeah, we have some big players right now. We have Eve Ritzik, who's showing us that she can do behind the back and make it look so easy. In addition, Choma, Smith, Tyrell, like all making moves on that USA roster.
Really, Team USA, just that crisp passing, feeding each other, playing that team offense.
They're really connecting. This is something we didn't see in that first day. It was a little bit messy. There were caused turnovers, but man, this is a clean Team USA. And Canada has both their legends in Dana, who's 37 and rocking it, an all-world team legend, Hall of Famer. And then we also have that younger crew, someone like Eve Ritzik and the rest of that Canada rosters.
And they are really set up here for international competition to come, with Dana as the leader there, tutoring her young guns. And we're really seeing that in Team Canada's play throughout the weekend here.
Yeah, it's been a really clean, competitive game. We're going to take a look at some of these highlights from the game thus far. And here we have the Sears to Choma to Macera. That's been that game plan throughout the day at least.
Then we have Erica Evans forcing the issue here. She just gets an easy one-on-one shot here.
And this is such a tough save for a goalie to make. We were talking about that before. And so then we also had the Choma show. I mean, man, sealing the deal. That USA team is really connecting. They weren't so much yesterday.
And it doesn't matter who really has the ball
Macera
in their stick
to
for
Tyrell.
USA. They're making that extra passes. We see Erica Evans finish yet again.
You know, and USA playing a great defense and Canada answering. Both of them playing a high-pressure kind of zone / man-woman defense. I mean, it was unbelievable seeing the forced turnovers that we had. And then Peroni. We've said her name from Canada the entire tournament. I don't know how many total goals she'll end up with, but I'm going to say probably upwards of about 20. I mean, she has just been a force to be reckoned with from Canada. Dana showing us why she is the legend right there. Her behind-the-back Twizzler, like not even looking at the net. Macera, who just commits and answers immediately with her corner shot. And then onward we go. I mean, we saw Wurzburger making some great moves, great connects. We're here at the halftime of the Canada-USA game. United States 9, Canada 5, and we're going to come back after a short break. Be sure to join us for the third quarter of this set.
Welcome back here as we're going to go into our third quarter here with Team USA with a 9-5 lead over Team Canada here.
And we're here at the first ever, Jordan, 2021 Super Sixes from Sparks, Maryland. It is a very sunny Sunday Fun Day here.
The sun's coming out, starting to warm up a little bit, and this game is going to start to warm up a little bit here, Amanda.
And we got Dana taking the first draw of our third quarter. I mean, man, this has been back and forth. 9-5, still certainly a game. It is worth noting that Dana is the coach of the goalie of Canada, Lauren Spence. How's that for, leaving a legacy for you?
Certainly, I'm sure they'll be talking about that in practice tomorrow.
A little awkward, right? A little awkward if you score. All right. Dana for Canada, first draw, and Smith for USA. And the first draw is up, and Canada possesses
Team
the
Canada
ball.
Needed that as Peroni gets them right back in it, making it a 9-6 game.
Nothing like getting the momentum right off the bat. It is a 9-6 game. Ball up top with Choma again. Choma, then back to Sam Swart. And back up top again.
Here we go with the Choma show. She's actually going to feed that to Bella Smith, and that pass was just wide there. They had a good look there, Team USA.
Yeah, a short pass to Sears. And now we're back. Canada's got the ball in their attacking end. If you're just tuning into Sixes is played with 8-minute 4 quarters and a 20-minute running clock.
And what a finish by Evans, but an even better save by Doucette there. And now Team USA getting that transition here has finished.
Connecting
right
to
there.
Sears.
Feed by Mel Smith and the finish by Sears.
Connecting right there to Sears with a perfect pass, a clean pass, back out to Ivaritic, who does her little jump. She's ready to go. And it's not a little jump. I mean, man, her shots are like nothing I've ever seen.
Just her creativity within her game, bringing that Canadian flair here to the Sixes tournament. We've seen it all weekend, and now we're going to see it again. But Doucette's there with the save.
And ball back out for Team USA. A pretty clutch save from Madison. 25 moving it
and
to
again,
18
Team USA
to
moving
Tyrell.
it quickly. And who else? The Casey Choma show.
So McCone to Tyrell to Choma.
And now Dana Dobie here summing in to initiate the offense here.
And ball back out for Canada. Number 26, Annabelle Childs. We saw a lot of her yesterday. Back up top to Dana, 27, who's looking to make something happen with her teammates. 49, good cut.
And again, Team Canada getting more settled here, taking more time into that shot clock as they'll actually let it expire here.
Wallace making that shot at the last second. That was one of the second times that they've run through the entire 30-second shot clock. Number 8 for Team USA, we have Smith. We've seen a ton of her this weekend. Moving the ball super fast,
and
looking to connect.
Petty using that speed to her advantage, sneaking that goal in.
Petty getting in the back of the net, really a force to be reckoned with. We didn't see her much in the first game, but we've seen a ton of her today.
And just the evolution in her game, seeing the different parts. She was really being a speedster yesterday, now
look at that.
Using her stick skills as a finisher, as we see right there.
That's a tough shot to make, right? That's a high-pressure defense. She's falling backwards as she still nails that shot. Takes a lot of skill to be that talented on Team USA.
And then Team USA now really came out, forcing the issue on transition early, now making this a 6-goal lead. As that was just an errant pass there by Doucette.
And sort of tipped off, though, by USA, so that's going to be a change in possession. That's going to be Canada's ball. Now we have Canada with the ball up top. And the ball's moving to number 3, Ivaritic. And Emily Bolsonet, we've seen her too, by the way. She is a head coach. She is part of that legendary crew, a veteran player, very well known.
And then again, Team USA forcing the issue, creating transition opportunities, is now with this lead, electing to slow it down a little bit, find a good shot here as Tyrell tried to get that in, but Spence was right there.
Emma Tyrell committing to that shot, and our teammates saying, look for me, look for me, look for me. They've gotten so many great looks and cuts, and they're cutting back out and doing it again. So
again, another save by Spence here. She had herself a good first half, and now really with that outlet pass forcing the transition as we get a goal here from Aurora Cordingly.
In 3 seconds, Aurora making it happen. Man, Johns Hopkins standout. Phenomenal.
As now we are going to get a foul here going against, looks like, Team Canada, so Team USA is going to be a player up here.
So Annabelle Childs with that penalty, she's going to be out for the next 30 seconds, which means Team USA is up a player.
And Team USA electing to move quickly here as Sears has it. Tried to finish there, but Doucette was right there to wrap it up.
Spence out of the net. Try to make something happen.
What hustle there by Sears. And the refs are going to blow the whistle off. And looks like Team Canada will be awarded possession here.
So Kyla Sears playing fantastic defense there. I know that there was an accidental hit there, but, man, putting the pressure on Spence coming out of net.
And if you're Team Canada, you just want to try and settle down, right? Get something easier, get an easy shot to get a goal. That shot was wide there. Again, maybe not the best shot there. But now Team USA, again, here to force the issue. Again, and now they have a transition opportunity, Amanda.
So Smith to Massera.
I'd like to slow it down here.
Massera to Wurzberger. Massera again. Just taking her time. She is a bullet pass and shot if I've ever seen one.
What hustle there.
Number 33,
Evans,
Canada.
I think that will land her a foul.
You know, it was the initial great body defense, and then it got a little bit too much. And so the call, yes, they're going to be a player down for the next 30 seconds. And it looks like in about 2 seconds, Team USA will in fact be even. So Team USA is even. We have 1 minute and 55 seconds left.
And Spence right there at the doorstep.
And with her coach right there, Dana. So Spence to coach. Phenomenal goalie. One of the youngest players on that roster.
And what a finish there by number 26, Annabelle Child.
Annabelle Child has really been a force to be reckoned with as far as assists and a lethal shooter.
And then again, Team USA very quickly here. Smith tried to find somebody, and she did. That was Sears. And who else? Lauren Spence and Dana Doby there.
Can we talk about Smith's stick skills there? She still kept the ball. She was checked. She switched hands. She did one-handed, and then she did a little Twizzler pass backhanded.
Incredible stick skills.
We have a 1 minute and 5 seconds left in the third quarter of the Super Sixes game. The matchup between the women's USA versus women's Canada.
And again, Team Canada needed that right away as Team USA now forcing the issue. What a defensive possession right there for Team Canada. And
we have an injury on the field right now. We're gonna let her get seen by the trainers. We're going to take a look at these last shots. Look at this fake. Pump, 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 and then commit. Really, really shooting off the goalie's momentum there. Committing, selling it, and then releasing their shot. We have 32 seconds left in our third. It is 12-9 right now. USA up. But this has been a back-and-forth game, and the ball is now in play yet again. Smith moving it. Ball up top to Smith again, looking to connect in the back of the net. Not happening still. Team USA's. We have 26 seconds left on the shot clock. It got reset, and now Canada.
Team Canada defense really keeping them in it here.
Canada
Team
with
USA
the ball.
electing to press before Canada can get across the midfield.
I love it. Put the pressure on. Put the pressure on. So we are done with the third quarter. It is 12-9. Team USA up. Let's take a look at some of these moves. I mean, man, both goalies between the net, unbelievable. And that one on goalie, 1v1 is a tough save to make. So we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back with the fourth and final quarter. And welcome back to the 2021 Super Sixes Lacrosse Tournament. We're on day 2 here on a very Sunday fun day in Sparks, Maryland. I am joined with Jordan Johnson, and we are about 2 seconds away from the fourth and final quarter of this Team USA versus Team Canada women's lacrosse game.
And we're in for an exciting fourth quarter, Amanda. 3-goal game here. Team Canada very much in it as we go into this fourth quarter. And again, the transition game for both of these teams. We saw that Team USA in the first half, and then we saw it from Team Canada really getting aggressive there in that fourth quarter to cut into that lead.
Erica Evans trying to make the connection to the back of the net, not happening today. And now we have number 2 from Team USA, Sears, looking to connect with her teammates down low. We have Sears to Smith to Massera. I mean, this has been the game plan for quite a while. Massera is actually out right now, but the crew behind the net making it happen to number 2, back to Sears, Choma.
And Team USA electing to go deep into that shot clock there. That was not a bad shot there, just a little bit wide.
And we have Smith with the ball behind the net, looking to connect with her teammates. A little bit frantic right now, and it looks like we do have a call, maybe? Yes, we do have a call right now. It looks like it's going to be on Dana from Canada, which means that Team USA is going to be up a player for the next 30 seconds.
And we talk about that Team Canada coming out here in the second half, being more aggressive, getting a few fouls there, might want to settle it down, but certainly love to see the aggressive play for Team Canada as they try and cut into this lead.
So we have Sears, Choma, and Smith down low, moving the ball, trying to make it happen. Not there. Canada denying it with the hard double team. And now we have Spence out of net.
Goal, and that was just good awareness right there from Team USA.
And Spence with no help being double teamed. Looks like a little too much right now, though, so it's actually going to stay with Canada. So we have Spence, who's looking to clear the ball out. Canada possession. We have number 15 up top in the middle. Like a legend in her own. Emily has been a coach, for, I believe it's Detroit Mercy, correct? And she has been the first ever coach there. Actually, she went to Detroit Mercy, excuse me. And she's been a phenomenal coach. And I've been able to see her on the international circuit, and she has been on the all-world team since 2017.
And now as we have a stoppage of play as the refs sort something out.
And for those of you at home, we're still learning the rules too. The refs, there's a degree of a learning curve. Though we are very close to a done rule set, we're not there yet, right? And so I'm sorry about that. Emily is the head coach of Pittsburgh, and she's been, the inaugural coach. They've never had a program. She's come in, she's built that program. She is such a force to be reckoned with as a collegiate coach, as a player for Canada.
And it looks like for the first time that Team USA may be 2 players down, as the refs are still getting this one sorted out.
Yeah, so the Sixes rule set is a work in progress, 80% done, but not a finished product. So these officials have gone through, definitely so many trainings, but we keep tweaking it, right? So, we're asking for those of you at home that are like, hey, what's happening? We're learning too. And thank you for your patience as we continue to kind of roll with these punches and figure out what works and what doesn't. So this Sixes rule set has been end line to end line, energetic. It's been fun. It's been free flowing. I love that about the game. Women's coaches around the world rejoice because there is no shooting space in this game, and it's been really, really nice.
Right, and other than really in this game, we frankly have not seen a lot of whistles at all, Amanda. I know everyone at home loves to see that, love to keep the game moving, and it looks like Team USA is going to get one more player back.
And we have Lauren Charwat, who is the head of the rules and officials. She's done a phenomenal job working with her officials. You can see her right there on the sideline. She's saying, this is actually the call. This is what we do in this situation. Is there a stoppage of play? Is there not? Because rarely is there a stoppage of play. And they want to make sure that there's consistency with the officiating on both the men's and women's sides, so much so that if the men's game was going on right next to the women's game, you wouldn't see a difference. And so we have the ball back in play. It's 5:52 left in the fourth.
And Canada needs to take advantage of this player up possession here.
Perona to Peroni, to Dana, to Ivaritzek, moving the ball so fast.
And we're gonna get another foul here against Team Canada now.
So
which is actually,
I am only laughing because it looks like we have a 4v4 game. 4v4, so.
We are all adjusting here to the calls. We are all learning on the fly.
So we have a 5v4 game. USA is up by 1 player. Canada.
And what a finish there. Swart almost had that, but Spence robbed
to her coach, Dana, clearing the ball back out for Canada. Canada just taking their time. Why rush it? You want to be even. We want to be even for this is what they're saying. Good idea, but we're going to have that change in possession right now. USA with the ball, looking to clear it out, looking to make it happen.
And that's just an unfortunate possession for Team Canada, being down a player, not being able to capitalize, but great defense by Team USA.
Fantastic
but
stop
again.
Spence.
2 doorstep saves in a row, Amanda.
Man, Loyola is one lucky college. Man, Loyola University having a freshman like that who's going to be able to make stops, man, phenomenal. Phenomenal goalie.
It's now Team Canada finally back to even strength here.
You can hear tons of talking right now. Now we're even. Now we're back to our sixes rule set. And
again,
just then.
Look at that finish, Amanda.
So we are a 10-12 game. USA is up, but only by 2 goals. And Jordan, if we've learned anything from sixes, you can come back in 2 minutes.
Exactly. As now Team Canada, again, really has a chance here to cut this to 1 goal. As that was just an errant pass by Team USA. If you're Team USA, you got to slow it down. No sloppy passes. No bad shots.
And we have a timeout right now from Canada. We had Wallace with the ball. She's going to come back out with it. She has been a standout at Oregon. I mean, man, this crew.
That was what you call a strategic timeout.
A strategic time.
Weekend.
Well, it is. I mean, you got to think as a coach, I don't get very many of these 30-second timeouts. I'm going to utilize it as much as I can. So right now we have United States 12, Canada 10. This is very much a game. I think it's the most balanced, competitive game we've seen from these two thus far in Super Sixes. Oh, man, we're going to take a look at some of these shots. Look at that feed.
Right there. Look at that finish right there.
Fake high, go low. She's just pumping it, man. That's an awesome sell from her fake. We have 33 up top.
Erica Evans being everywhere, whether it's feeding, finishing, and the feed right there, again, as we see. Team Canada really doing a great job of making that extra pass, allowing themselves to stay in this game, cut the deficit to 2 goals. I would imagine seeing them do that here. And again, it looks like the rest are just getting everything sorted out.
We have Lauren Spence back in goal for Canada, leading the charge between the pipes.
Both of these goalie plays have been excellent today, whether it's been Duchette for Team USA or Spence for Team Canada. As we're going to see Canada start off here. Again, look like they're going to go deep into the shot clock. Not looking for something quick here as Baxter tried to finish there, but just wide. Team USA is going to buy themselves a possession here. From Team USA, I'm really just trying to get it deep into the shot clock. Really not trying to force anything here. Try and get a good shot.
Ellie Massera with kind of a short pass there. We don't see that from her. I mean, she's got a bullet pass. I think that Canada got a piece of that pass.
And again, Team USA, you can't get a bad shot like that. You really just have to settle down. You do have a lead, and you just, at the end of the day, you really want to try and use as much of that 30-second shot clock up as possible and get the best shot off possible.
And we have USA back with the ball up top. Ellie Massera. Massera to Sears. Sears looking to connect. Man, to Massera, to Sears, to back behind to 21.
Wurzburger and Sears with the dunk there.
You know, that was Massera to Sears, Wurzburger to Sears, Sears to Wurzburger
Look at that
again.
hustle from Team USA, but they couldn't quite come up with it from Lindsay McCone.
We have a 13-10 game. USA up right now, 45, looking to go to net. Canada, Aurora is so talented. One of the youngest players, by the way, on Canada's roster.
Tried to get that finish there. Would have loved to see one more pass there, but
long pass to Ellie Massera, who's, I'm going to say, probably going to Sears. Sears with the ball behind.
And right on cue. Yeah, she's going to let it take a little bit of time off that clock.
Well, I mean, if I'm looking at the clock right now, it's a minute 50 left in the game, 9 seconds left on that shot clock. Number 8, Smith up top, looking to make something happen. It's not there. High pressure defense. Sears.
The issue there.
Sears just kind of chucking it at that point. Spence looking to clear it out to her teammates. And here we have Peroni again. We've said her name so many times, really connecting with the Canada players. Hard shots. Dana making it happen.
Behind the back as usual.
Canada really cutting through. Eve Ritzik looking to make something happen, and there
what
it is.
Creativity again. How many fakes did we see her? We saw her make a shot like that in the last game.
Eve Ritzik is so casual about just ripping that shot, right? You don't know if she's going to do it, if she's going to pass to her teammates, and she just low-key rips a shot like that.
And she might have the best stick skills out of everyone on this Canada team. We're certainly giving Dana a run for her money as we see the goal there by Emma Tyrell.
Emma Tyrell running right up the middle and just committing to it. I think Canada just setting up like they're going to do their box passing again. But
Dana and Canada looking for something quick here with less than a minute left.
USA tipping that, almost getting it, looking to connect on that. Peroni, who has netted so many goals throughout the Super Sixes tournament, goes a little wide, and now we have the ball back out. Madison clearing it up top to her teammates in the midfield.
Now Team USA can really take their time here.
Emma Tyrell moving the ball up top again. Getting a little rowdy.
Team Canada definitely trying to force the issue here on defense. Now going with the straight press.
Ooh.
And we are going to get...
We're definitely get a card. She doesn't even look behind. She just keeps running. Wallace is like, yeah, I'll see my way out. I know I did something. So, and that happens, right? You got to look at the clock. 19 seconds.
And that's not necessarily a bad foul. You're definitely trying to force the issue on defense, get a turnover, buy yourself an extra possession here with less than 30 seconds left in this game.
So we have a 1 minute penalty, but it's 19 seconds left in the fourth and final quarter of this USA-Canada matchup.
I know it's only a 3-goal game, but if you're Team Canada, that penalty might have did you in here.
And it actually looks, and they're going to cross-check a little bit because there are 3 Canada players out, and there are 5 USA. And I know there was at least 1 penalty, but I think they're cross-checking right now to ensure, hey, are we calling this right? And again, back on it, we can see up top we have number 3 and number 44 penalties against Canada. So they're going to cross-check and make sure that they're calling this right. And here we are. Yes, Canada is down 2 players. Not just 1, they're down 2 players.
And if you're Team USA, being up 2 players, you can really just let this wind down here.
So we have 8 seconds, 7. We have 14-11. Canada really showing up for this game, but not enough to seal the deal. So USA women coming up on top, 14-11. Jordan, this was a fun game. This was really fun. Thoughts on the things that you've seen, or what should Canada work on in their next game?
I really think they just need to slow it down a little bit. They were definitely trying to force the issue. Something you do when you're down, but just slow it down, find some easy offense, trying to find the best shot. We saw Team USA really adjust here, and that's why they came out on top 14-11.
You know what? It looked like USA was finally connecting. It was a little messy at first. So we are excited. We hope you are excited for this very Super Sunday for the 2021 first ever Super Sixes. Our next matchup, Canada men's lacrosse team against Team USA on the men's team. I think this is going to be an interesting competition.
We might be in for the best game of the day, Amanda, and I'm excited for it.
I'm so pumped. We'll see you in a few for this next matchup.